Two, actually, although the paper book is quite heavy, the issue is not very complicated. If Lordships just sees page 274 for a minute, we can simplify the issue.
The entire issue was restricted at the High Court level with regard to the
Demarcation.
The pathway.
No, Lordships, therefore, I just want to point out 274, what the controversy is. If your Lordship sees page 274 for a minute, it's actually a narrow controversy, not a very complicated one. Your Lordship sees page 274. This is a map submitted by the developer. And I want to make some things clear, my lords. What is enclosed in the red area is actually the slum area. And we are not opposing the redevelopment of that slum at all. We made that very clear to the High Court, and we are reiterating, nobody is coming in the way of redeveloping. It's wrong application, my lords, of a development regulation. Under the regulation that was to be applied, if your Lordship sees page 274.
No. What do you want to show from page 274?
Sorry, my lords.
What do you want to show us page 274?
It's a map, my lords. It's a map.
Problem.
Volume 2. The red area, my lords, we have no objection to the redevelopment of that area. Well, it's not a road that's being constructed. What is happening is the slum area has to be redeveloped.
Dr. Muralidhar, please come to page 275. The satellite picture
is
better.
Yes.
And what, in all probability, the dispute is that wall.
Correct.
And on the left of the wall is the slum.
Where we are not.
And the pathway between the hutments and the wall is the area which is in dispute.
No, that it's not just that. Well, if it was only that, again, we may not have had a problem. The difficulty is, having demolished the wall, we don't know where this is ending. So we requested the High Court, and the committee was set up only for the demarcation, and that the committee does not do.
No. What he's saying that the wall.
Please, my lords. That was really the only issue.
Sir, please file a review petition before the.
Well, let's see, lordships will also add that line, because what happens is then coming back here becomes difficult. Let us point this out to the High Court, because this was the real controversy. Well, we'll go back to the High Court, but the lordships would not prevent us from coming back here in case we don't succeed. That's the only apprehension.
Some of it is the review order, but not the original order. Not the original order.
Well, if the review is dismissed in one line, which it can, then we are stuck, my lords. This is the difficulty. If it's a detailed order, there's no difficulty, then merger doctrine
will not have.
Yes. Then that's not a problem. And your lordships, other benches, coordinate benches are doing this. When they permit us to file a review, your lordships are permitting us to come back.
Anyway, if anyone appearing for the authority, this demarcation of line, even you can do. There is no need to go to High Court.
Please, lordship record us at page 38 of the impugned judgment. The High Park committee appointed.
No, that's the problem.
Beyond this 12.2 meter road. Just look at the last line on page 38.
Well, that's not the only controversy.
It says that under this plan, a 12.2 meter wide development control road is proposed on the eastern side of the slum rehabilitation scheme to serve as a missing link between two existing roads. Once the DC road is developed, both ends, that's ingress and egress, of the previously existing footpath will be connected, and the difference in distance will not be significant. Now, why should there be any interference when they say that the development
there is a real
coming up?
What happens in this, they're applying the wrong development regulation. The builder is supposed to surrender back, my lords, 35%. And that is not happening here. This is the whole difficulty. And there's no controlling what the developer will do, my lords.
They are also unnecessarily This, I think with this kind of fair and high-powered committee is there to monitor it.
No, not for monitoring. Well, this committee was only appointed to demarcate, and that the committee did not do. Well, let me just be permitted to complete a sentence.
3 lot is the proposed area as per development
Mr.
plan.
Singh, just let me just complete my sentence.
No, let me just show what you are.
But I'm being asked something. I have to respond to that. If your lordships keeps both these pages, because they're only separated by one satellite image,
3 lot,
272 and 274. If your lordship sees
which is going from this very land, the demarcated land.
Well, it's
We
272
are
and
building this road.
274 because, well, these are traditional
303.
fishing communities. They have a
is the
genuine
development plan.
apprehension because once the wall is demolished,
So there, you see, there is a reference to a special committee in para 34 of the High Court judgment.
we appreciate that much.
Based on that committee, the recommendation
That's right, that-
was approved by the High Court.
Mr. Diwan was referring to that.
Direct that committee to monitor it. the-
Absolutely, we have no difficulty.
Well, will your lordships permit us to approach the committee then? You lordships permit us to approach the committee then? Very well,
Very right.
very well.
Say we find from para 35 of the impugned judgment that from para 34 and 35 of the impugned judgment that a special committee comprising of high functionaries of the senior functionaries of the state government was constituted, and based upon their recommendations, and its recommendations including 7.6 capital inverted comma so and so have been approved by the High Court by the impugned judgment. Next paragraph. The apprehension of the petitioners that in the absence of express demarcation of the wall which is to be dismantled,
Wall already dismantled.
the already dismantled wall,
Wall is already dismantled.
That's the whole problem, Milord.
dismantled
That was the
wall,
difficulty.
they are likely to be prejudiced. The petitioners are not sure where the 12.20 meter wide road will be constructed. But this aspect, in our opinion, can be effectively addressed by a special committee who can monitor the development work.
Your lordship will have to appoint them to monitor because
They
their
can
role
revi-
is over.
That can be revived, my
Let
lord.
us-
We have no objection to the same committee doing it.
Your lordship says.
Which can be taken care by the chief executive officer of the slum rehabilitation authority. Slum rehabilitation authority. The petitioners, if the petitioners have any grievance with respect to the demarcation at the spot,
Yes.
they may also approach the chief executive officer of the SRA
Deeply obliged.
with liberty of formation, especially for the.
Black.